episode of Kickin' with Coach C. And as always, I'm Diante RIchardson, kicking it here with Coach Isaac Collins. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing great. I'm great.
We're here to recap our 55-3 victory over the FDU Devils, and we're joined by Coach Paul Boudreau and Coach Brandon Wilson, as well as players of the game, Cedric Clayton, Joe Wojciechowski, Kevin Burns, but we'll get to them later. Right now, we'll get to the first half highlights. Out the gate in the first half, we see Steve Marrero lined up in the slot as Chris finds him for a big first down.
It's good to get out the blocks fast.
The first drive was then capped off by Dennis Woolley coming across the middle for a touchdown.
He had talked about trying to get in the end zone, so it was nice to see him get another touchdown.
You can see it again from another view. On defense, FDU tries to get the quarterback loose, but met immediately by defensive lineman John Philpott in the backfield.
Well, we were concerned about their quarterback going into the game. The athletic kid ran really well, so it was good to see our guys swarming to the football.
Back on offense, we ran a play action, and Chris Pop finds the offensive player of the game wide open for a touchdown.
Great fake. You can see the corner bites up on it, leaves him wide open outside.
Once again on offense, nice little bubble screen here to Adam Marcucci, who digs upfield after an excellent block by Clayton. Once again, another big play by the man.
It's great to see Clayton just battling all day, not only catching the ball, but blocking on the perimeter, as you see there, another great block.
And right here, you can see, as well as a great block, but freshman Kuve Lafayette for his first collegiate touchdown of the year. On defense, FDU tries to run a screen to the left, but goes absolutely nowhere as the tailback is met immediately by Chad Grevenensi in the backfield.
That was kind of a trick play there. They kind of threw it back to the tackle, so it was good by Chad staying home, being disciplined, because certainly they could have had a big play here.
FDU then drops back for a pass and throws it directly to defensive player of the game, Joe Wojo. Big play here by number 47 as he tries to get upfield. Loses his balance a little bit, almost had a touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, could have got to that sideline, probably would have been a huge play.
That's what Coach Eager always teaching us, get to the sideline.
Great cleanup block there by Dorsey, getting to the quarterback so he can't get involved.
The Pride offense were able to take advantage as, once again, Kuve Lafayette was able to find the end zone again. Great day by the young fella, Coach.
It was good to see. I tell you what, we've been talking all year long about getting a run game going, so it was great to see him finish off the run here.
Back on defense, on the delayed blitz, we see, once again, big number 33 was able to track down the ball carrier in the backfield.
Great patience on his part. They crossed up the scheme a little bit here with a twist. Okay, got him one-on-one with the back, and we'll take that every day.
Line back up on offense. Oopsie. The snap goes over his head and recovered by the Pride defense.
Yeah, I don't think the quarterback was expecting. I think they were trying to make a check, so it's a big play for us.
We were also able to capitalize as senior number 34, Brendan Kern, able to tag in one.
It's good to see him keeping that belly going.
He's having a pretty big year himself, Coach. Also later in the half, Dante Pergolesi was able to get himself a touchdown. He goes over the top into the end zone.
Going airborne. Good to see him hit pay dirt on that.
Well, let's get to our coaches. Start off with Coach Paul Boudreau. How you doing today, sir?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. Sir, as it's your first year coaching with Widener, how do you feel coaching our quarterbacks, taking on an experienced quarterback like Chris Hop this year?
It's always nice to inherit a guy that's been around for a while. Chris is a little different. He played some minor league baseball, so he's a little bit older, and he can teach younger guys like yourself kind of how to play the game the right way.
Okay, sir, and I also understand that you came over here after Coach Eager did. You was coaching with Coach Eager in your past. Could you tell us about your experience and background?
Yeah, I was with Coach Eager when, by the way, he's a little disappointed he's not on the show yet, so he wanted to make sure that I put a plug in for him. But yeah, I started out at Northeastern University after I graduated from BC, and coached tight ends there, and moved on to University of Cincinnati. Then I went to Brown University for 8 years, coaching the tight ends and the special teams, as well as the receivers. and then moved on with Coach Eager to Central Connecticut, where I had the receivers, and went to Fitchburg State in Massachusetts and Massachusetts Maritime. So I've been in the area, Massachusetts, for 12 years, so it's a new experience coming to Philly.
That's good, Coach. Well, we're glad to have you on our staff now. Now, let's get to Coach Brandon Wilson. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm okay. As also your first season coaching with the Pride, how does it feel taking on an experienced player like Cedric Clayton?
Feels good. Cedric's a senior for us, and it's good coaching a player like him because he's taking on the role as a captain and a senior as the group. So he's teaching all the younger guys, how it's supposed to be done, and he's leading by example. Great kid. Love having him.
That's good. That's good. Well, also, we hear you're one of the youngest coaches on our staff. You're fresh out of college. Let's tell a little bit about your background, Coach.
Well, I played a year at Southern University and other years when I wasn't playing.
Don't let me interrupt you, but is it true that you played offensive tackle?
Nah, that's a joke that everybody tries to crack on me. I played wide receiver at Southern University. The years when I wasn't playing at Southern University, I coached some high school football, a few schools down there. Graduated last year from Southern University. My first year out of college, got a job opportunity at Astruma High School to be the offensive coordinator over there. So we had a pretty good year, a bunch of young kids, great kids, and after that, reached out to Coach Collins and kind of got a connection with him, and now I'm here. I'm loving every minute of being here at Widener University.
Well, that's good, Coach. We'll have it no other way. Well, thank you for having us and joining us this week. Well, let's get on to the second half. Out the gate, you can see freshman Nick Rodriguez breaks on the ball, and is able to get a nice interception for his first one of the year. Gets an excellent return here. Only too bad it was brought back by a block in the back. Coach, could you just tell us what happened?
Yeah, it was very tough. Miles had a great block on the sideline. He hit the kid pretty good, and he actually hit one guy, and as you'll see here at the end here, he actually runs into the second guy that they actually called the penalty on, so it wasn't an intentional block in the back. It really didn't even see the guy, so it was unfortunate that we had to wipe Nick's touchdown off, but he looked pretty good getting in the end zone here, we told him.
Oh, so. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Right here, back on defense, we see Jamal Dorsey is able to stalk his prey and finds the tackle. Oh, great play coming up downhill. Coach, what do you say?
Oh, I tell you what, we're talking all the time about just speed and hands, and this is everything that we work on in practice. It was a great job by him. He butts up the blocker, scrapes across his face, and closes and finishes.
Great play there. Right here, we see another defensive lineman being relentless as he gets a quick spin move and met immediately in the backfield. Big hit here, Coach.
Well, that's one of Dan Costanza's patented moves there, and we talk to him all the time about quick and speed, and he certainly showed it on that play.
Right here, Cedric Clayton turns on the Jets for his second touchdown of the day as he's able to blow by the defender and into the end zone.
It's good to get another explosive play out of Cedric. We talked to him a lot about being a go-to guy and being able to get us quick six, and certainly this is a big play for us here. Right here, back on defense. Another big defensive stop by the whole team defense, just getting back to the ball all as a unit. Traveling to the ball, Coach, is that what you teach during practice? Well, we talk about it all the time. Anytime you're going to run the quarterback, you better get 11 guys there to the point of attack because they got you outnumbered. So it's good to see our guys running to the football there. That's good to see. Right here, Kuve Lafay is found in the backfield once again. And another big-time block by the offensive player of the week, Mr. Cedric Clayton. You can't say enough about his skills back here and the team distributing as he did this day. Well, just him not being selfish, just being a team player and letting the young guys know it's not just about catching touchdowns, it's about finishing and blocking on the perimeter, so it was great to see him finish there. Late in the game, you see Terrant Morrison gets a carry and digs upfield. Nice big run here as he's able to shake off a tackler and continue to drive up down the field. Even though it was late in the game, Coach, you could see that we was not stopping all game as he was able to finish the drive by shaking off 2 tackles and into the end zone for a touchdown. I was happy to see him. He's been a workhorse for us, so certainly, very pleased to see him get in the end zone. He definitely earned it on that drive. Well, let's bring on our other 2 special teams player of the game, Mr. Kevin Burns. Let's start out with the first freshman on the show. How you doing today, man? How you doing, bro? I'm doing good, sir. So how do you feel about the way you performed this week on Saturday?
I feel like I did good. Coach asked me to step up and put me in a couple different spots on special teams. So I just felt I had to get down there and do a good job to help the defense out. with good field setting. So.
Doing great. Did a great job at it, sir. Is there anything that you feel that you can improve on in the future?
Well, definitely. There's no one does anything perfect, so I can always get better at getting downfield faster, getting off blocks. Maybe now get a block a punt. You know what I mean? So.
That's good to hear. Well, it's great to have you on our show. Now let's go on to one of our captains, Mr. Joe Wojo. How you doing today?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm okay. And I know I messed up your name earlier, so go ahead and tell all the audience how to really say it.
All right. My name is Joe Wojahusky, not Wojahitsky or Wojanitsky. I don't know where you got that from.
Sorry about that. But how'd you feel that you did this week, being one of the MAC honorable mentions of the week?
You know, I thought we had a good game plan this week. You know, we faced this type of offense before, and we were kind of used to it. I have a great D-line. They make it easy on us. You know, they take on 2 blockers at a time, makes us be able to run through a little bit easier. I mean, I didn't have a perfect game, messed up a little bit, but, you know, that's what we'll correct this week in practice.
That's good. Well, you've been contributing all season to this defense, as well as years past. So how do you feel like we can go forward, you know, as a unit?
I just feel that we get better every game. I mean, this game we let up just over 100 yards of offense, and I just feel it's just getting more comfortable in the system and just developing just that team camaraderie where we can get after guys and get after them all game.
That's good to hear. Well, it was great having you on our show as well.
Thank you.
Coach, let's get into this week's matchup as the Pride will continue its championship campaign as we take a trip to Baltimore, Maryland on to see Stevenson University. Coach, what do we have to do this week?
Well, I think, you know, it's you know, for us, staying the course, you know, everything that we've talked about leading up to the season, everything we've been talking about all season, it's really about us. It's about us focusing. It's about us reaching those goals that we set. You know, one of the things that we've talked about is that we got to be better on the road, you know, so certainly this is a great opportunity for our guys to go and play against a really, really good Stevenson football team. They're young. They've made a lot of mistakes. They've turned the ball over. But when you put the film on, they're a good football team. You know, so we definitely better show up and be ready to play. And I think if we're detailed in practice, because that's where it all starts, and we can execute the game plan, I think we'll have a great chance to go down there and compete with these guys.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, now we're going to bring on our offensive player of the game, Mr. Cedric Clayton. How you doing today?
Fantastic. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. So 2 touchdowns recorded today, which is, you actually been setting the records this season, left and right. Being here 4 years, how's your Widener experience been so far?
Overall, it's been fantastic. I came in with the opportunity to play my freshman year. One of my main reasons for actually coming here because, you know, I had the opportunity to fill a void that was left. But just, you know, over the years, the different faces, all the stuff that we've been through collectively, the ups and the downs, obviously more so the ups, but for the most part, it's been a pretty spectacular experience. I'm looking forward to see where the rest of the season goes and, you know, how we make it through these last 4 games.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, being that you are a senior and as well as a captain is a big leader on our team, as well as this is about to be your last year playing football, so where do you think life's going to take you after this season, Coach?
Well, it's one of those things you never know, but it's also one of those things where you're going to keep on working as hard as you can. Definitely going to pursue football as long as I can. Any kind of all-star games that I get invited to or any kinds of tryouts or opportunities. I mean, everybody would like to play at the next level, but you know, like I said, we'll just see how the rest of the season goes. Majoring in accounting, so you know that's always the primary thing is academics, so that's always a good fallback to have. So, like I said, just depends on, you know, how the rest of the season goes, and I guess we'll see in the future.
All right. Well, it was great having you on our show today, and I'm glad to have you on my team.
Appreciate it.
Well, that's another episode of That's All the Time that we have for today. As always, I'm Diante RIchardson. Come and kick it with me and Coach C next week. Peace.